the most legendary civilizations ever, the ancient Egyptians. Okay, so imagine building a skyscraper, but without modern tools, cranes, or even wheels. That's what the Egyptians did over 4,500 years ago. The Great Pyramid of Giza is made of over 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing as much as an elephant. And the crazy part? We still don't know exactly how they built them. Aliens? Superhuman strength? The debate continues. Before emojis, before text messages, there were hieroglyphics. The Egyptians wrote with over 700 symbols carved into stone or painted on papyrus scrolls. Imagine writing an entire essay in tiny pictures. But guess what? For centuries, no one could read them. Until 1799, when archaeologists found the Rosetta Stone, a giant slab that helped crack the code. Basically, the first ever Google Translate for hieroglyphics. Pharaohs weren't just kings and queens, they were living gods. Their job? Rule the land, build awesome temples, and make sure the sun god Ra kept rising. No pressure, right? And some pharaohs were totally extra. Ramses II built so many statues of himself, you'd think he was his own biggest fan. Meanwhile, Queen Hatshepsut ruled Egypt disguised as a man so people would take her seriously. Egyptians loved the idea of the afterlife, but to get there you had to be mummified. They'd remove organs, dry out the body with salt, and wrap it up like a burrito. But here's the weirdest part. They even mummified pets, cats, birds, even crocodiles. And pharaohs got buried with treasure, food, and even board games, in case they got bored being dead. Ancient Egyptians believed after you died, your heart was weighed against a feather. If your heart was lighter, you went to paradise. But if it was heavier, a monster called Ammit, who was part lion, part crocodile, part hippo, ate your soul. Talk about high stakes. So yeah, lying and stealing? Not a good idea in ancient Egypt. Egyptians were fashion icons. They wore makeup, wigs, and even perfumed cones on their heads that melted throughout the day to keep them smelling fresh. And their eyeliner wasn't just for looks. It protected their eyes from the sun and kept away evil spirits. Basically, ancient Egyptians invented sunglasses and mascara at the same time. Egyptians thought animals were super special and even worshipped some of them. Cats were sacred, of course, but they also had gods that looked like jackals, falcons, and even crocodiles. And they had a temple full of live crocodiles, treated like royalty. Talk about a pet with bite. Which ancient Egyptian fact blew your mind the most? Let us know. I'm such the cool beans.